If they get a hold, there will be no government left. There will be no rights left. You'll live under theocracy. You'll end up with Christian nationalism. But that's all right, you little 26-year-old. You don't feel like the election's important to me. They're not addressing the issues that I care about.
No, that's not a Zoom call from your sleep paralysis demon. It's Democrat Party hack and hairless Grinch James Carvell having an absolute meltdown over the prospect of a Trump victory in November. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and things aren't looking good for the establishment class. Trump is ahead in the polls, and Biden seems to be hemorrhaging minority and youth voters left and right. I guess because it's getting a little more difficult to lie to your base in our new low-trust society. After all, that's why Democrat white walkers like Carvell and Pelosi have been making the rounds lately with spooky new terms like Christian nationalism. Ooh.
Are you kidding me? Is this the United States of America? Is this the nation that was founded on the principle that no person is above the law? And then you tell these young people, if you don't get involved right now in this election, they're going to be involved in your life for the rest of your freaking life. And if Trump and Roberts and Alito and Gorsuch and Thomas and Leonard Leo and the Heritage Foundation, if they get a hold, there will be no government left. There will be no rights left. You'll live under theocracy. You'll end up with Christian nationalism. So my advice to tell these young people to get off your motherfucking ass and go vote, because you should vote like your entire future and the entire future of this United States depends on it, because quite frankly, it does. And that's not an exaggeration.
Spoken like a true liberal, nothing but fear-mongering, profanity, and projection. I mean, after all, when you think government overreach, which party comes to mind? I'll give you a hint, it's certainly not the one that wants less government. I think it might be the one whose members refer to the president and vice president as mommy and daddy, and want them to solve every problem for them. Here's Greg Gutfeld on the 5 ripping this self-righteous skeleton a new one.
Turned into basically a curmudgeon. And I wonder if anyone is even listening to him anymore. I mean, he only comes out every 3 or 4 years, and boy, is he angry.
He's evolving into the character in Deliverance that attacked John Voight in the woods. I don't know if you remember that scene, yeah. But it's not good. And he sounds like, while he's talking, somebody's like cleaning his teeth. I think the meltdowns are expected because every front looks pretty dire. There's no policy that they can speak of that wows anybody. And there's no shining example of optimism or progress in the Democratic Party. It's because they paid a price for always looking backwards. You know, our country went to hell because they were busy painting our past as a hell. You know, and they enabled the woke to infiltrate, and they chased all their best people out, all their intellectuals, all their writers, and they were replaced by destroyers, not creators. There's no one on the left that's creating anything, just destroying comedy, women's sports, law and order, housing, energy policy. I'm trying to think of one thing that Dems have created aside from emotionally damaged and perhaps mutilated children.
Once again, spot on analysis. You know, I can't really see this tactic of old people throwing tantrums resonating with anyone on the left anymore. I mean, Carvell basically embodies everything they've been taught to hate. Why should they listen to another angry old white man? Especially when he's trying to say that their future depends on it, but nearly every liberal policy screws over future generations for short-term gains. It's their entire MO. But let me know what you think. Does anyone seriously care what losers like Carvell have to say anymore? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!